Musiquinha boa, hein? Boa tarde, boa tarde. Vamos terminar? Acho que a gente termina hoje, né? Esse aqui... Onde é esse aqui? Vamos fazer logo ele. Deve ser a luta lá, né? Deve ser a luta. Provavelmente é a luta, é a luta. Já bora, marcar 600 pontos. Opa. Tá. Tá, eu boto você, faço isso. Vamos continuar essa saga. É de luta, né? Eu botei multiplicador por 2. Vai estar um pouco mais difícil, né?
I see everything. You can't run. A little taste. Torn to oblivion. All eyes on me. Positions.
Tem que marcar 2.000 pontos.
Everybody stand back. There is no escape. Hey. Careful. Take yourselves a home.
2.000 pontos.
Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down. Careful, dance. Yeah, commit it to memory. This dance is for you. All my strength.
Acho que dá pra deixar multiplicado por 4, hein?
There is no escape. Sharing my knowledge.
Mas é 6.000, né?
Torn to oblivion.
Acho que melhor deixar multiplicado por 4. Eu acho melhor, né? Vamos ver. Eu vou pegar o mínimo do mínimo aqui.
All eyes on me. Illusion shattered. Make yourselves at home. Inazuma shines eternal.
Acho que eu vou deixar multiplicador por 4 mesmo, mesmo que fique mais difícil.
Stand back. Dance with the waves. The show's only just begun. Careful. Let's light it up. Sharing my knowledge.
Ah, ainda falta muito. Não tem como pegar
Torn to oblivion.
esses 6.000 aqui nem a
Shine
pau.
down. This way eternally.
You can't run!
All eyes on me. Here.
Killjoy!
Go in. Make yourselves at home. Grow, grow, grow. Now you shall
4.000
perish.
só,
There is
muito
no
pouco. Muito pouco, 4.000 não pega o valor máximo, é 6.000 o valor máximo. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Aí, não pegamos o valor máximo. Vamos tentar multiplicar por 4 aqui. Só para fazer um teste. Como vai ser? Até 4.000 tá bom, né? Só se eu quiser pegar ouro.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Another test subject.
I see everything.
Ah, level 90 todo mundo.
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion. Teamwork is dreamwork. This dance is for you.
É level 2.000 tudo. Que roubado, né? Eu tô level 80, os caras vêm num level acima.
Now you shall perish.
Olha o tanto de dano que eles tomaram.
Dance with me.
Até a ult do carinha ali não tomaram nada. Ah, isso aqui não vai bater mais de 6.000 não. Não vai não. Eu vou ficar no dobrado mesmo. Já tinha 1 minuto, eu só tava com 2. No máximo eu ia ficar com 4. Não tem tanto problema não. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. É, até o 400 que pega. O outro só se eu quiser pegar livro, né? Vai ser sempre assim. Só se eu quiser pegar livro. Tá bom.
Torn to oblivion.
Morre.
Boba, get them. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Errou.
How bold.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
A process of elimination. Here you are.
Let's light it
Toma.
up. I'm going in.
Ué, todos de... Deve ter pegado o carinha lá, hein?
Scatter.
Corta.
Nice and spiked. Teamwork is dreamwork. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
É, só vão ficar no 4.000 mesmo, pelo visto.
Defract.
Going in. Inazuma shines eternal. Boba, get them.
A process of
Cara,
elimination.
esqueci de usar o amiguinho ali, ó.
Everybody stand back. Torn to oblivion.
5.000, ó. Esse aqui, por alguma razão que eu não sei o que é, talvez os campeões fossem melhor, a gente bateu o máximo, 6.000.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ainda batemos o
Illusion
valor máximo. Aí, pegamos o valor máximo. É, vai depender de alguns, né? Vai depender do campeão. Nossa, aqui a gente vai pegar o valor máximo. Não preciso nem... Só de ver os campeões. É só de olhar os campeões, né?
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Wretched vermin.
Torn to
Você viu
oblivion.
como ali?
Shine down.
É só olhar os campeões, velho.
Settle down.
Olha isso. O bicho mais roubado.
Humble.
Não tem nem graça.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered. Teamwork is dream.
Bow your head. That's following orders. The tides beckon.
Shine down.
Squall and fury.
Your coming was foretold.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Settle down.
Wretched vermin.
Illusion shattered. Going in.
Let the mighty be humble.
Spread your wings and raise a storm.
É, não deu tanto não.
Now you shall perish. Where do you think you are? There is no escape.
Pô, os bichos desviou, foi.
Silence.
The wind rises.
Let's light it up.
Meus auto-ataques não tá saindo, né?
Absurd.
Pô, isso aqui a gente não vai nem bater, velho.
Your coming was foretold.
O máximo é os 400.
There is no escape.
You're dead.
Torn to oblivion.
Não vamos bater os 400, faltam 12 segundos pra acabar.
Be sanctified.
Faltando isso aí tudo. Faltou pouco, hein? Não batemos nem 4.000, achei que ia bater, velho. Dá pra gente dar uma mexida e tentar ver, né? Demorou. Dá pra gente mexer aqui, ó. Deixa eu tentar mais uma vez. Se não for, não der, tudo bem.
Illusion shattered.
Squall and fury. Following.
Let the mighty be humble.
Pô, mas parece que é difícil pegar coisa aqui, hein?
Inazuma shines eternal.
Ponto.
There is no escape.
Pô, nunca vi tão difícil.
That's far enough. Be sanctified.
Tô com 1.200 só. Ah, esse aqui não é o que mata, é o que puxa pro meio. Ah. Eu achei que era a habilidade do carinha, mas é... É outra coisinha.
Illusion shattered.
Bow your head.
Spread your wings and raise a star.
Mighty be humble.
Acho que mesmo assim a gente não vai conseguir, hein?
Shine down. Coming was foretold.
Dá uma cara que isso vai acontecer.
Wretched vermin.
The tides beckon.
Pô, 5.000 já. Sai! O boneco bugou. Não quer sair, não. Ah, perdi, cara. Não consigo trocar de personagem, não consigo tá. Pega 4.000 logo aí, vai. Pelo menos isso.
Spread your wings and raise a storm.
Tá bom esse 4.000, eu aceito. Só água. Se eu tivesse um campeão interessante de gelo aí. Botar ela que ela vai aumentar o bônus crítico da galera.
Another tingle.
Now you shall perish.
Pô, porque eu não sei o que ela faz.
Let the mighty be humble. Silence.
A Furina eu não gostei não. Mas... Tá aí, né? Ah, a Furina é a primeira.
Justice is blindsided.
Acho que dá muito mais dano quando eu...
The Temple of Wisdom.
The tides beckon.
É muita coisa.
So soon. Settle down.
Torn to oblivion. Let my name echo in song. Make yourself a rule. Everyone will hear.
Be sanctified.
Dá pra entender alguma coisa? Acredito que não, né?
Shine down.
Agora que eu percebi que eu tô morrendo. Só agora.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Depois desse tempo todo. Só agora que eu percebi que eu tava morrendo. Troca de campeão logo.
Let the mighty be humble. Settle down.
There is no escape. Torn Torn to oblivion. Let my name echo in song. Shower you praise. Make yourselves at home. Commit it to memory. Grow, grow, grow.
Come again.
Troca de campeão. Abatemos nossa meta, né? Agora é só sobreviver, velho. Olha o dano. Toma o dano. Toma aí, ó. Batemos 6.000. Batemos 7.500, tá vendo? Depende de muitas situações, né? O último. Um gelo num... Só por um. Vou pegar só 2 bônus, né? Que o gelo não dá. Na rida não dá. Pô, gostei que eu marquei todo mundo. Ué, por que não... Ué, por ter pegado o bicho de fogo, né, velho? Senti, hein? Nossa, esse aqui pra marcar pontos vai ser uma maravilha, cara. Ainda peguei um bicho de... Se a gente não conseguir... A gente não vai conseguir ponto. Eu tô com 1000 só aqui, pô. Não vamos conseguir pontos, né? Já passou 1 minuto, eu ainda tô com... Meu boneco não mexe. 1.500 só. É pelo bicho de fogo aqui, hein? Acho que eu tirava neirinho e pegar um bicho de fogo. Nossa, ia fazer muito mais diferença aqui. Pelo menos eu acho, né? 2.000 pontinhos, chorado. Bum. 2.000 pontos só. Muito pouco, né?
Deixa o like e inscreva-se para ajudar o canal.
Muito pouco. Bota ela. Se não for agora...
Deixa o like e inscreva-se para ajudar o canal.
Pô, você viu que a gente não marcou ponto nenhum. Como pode marcar um ponto nenhum, cara? Calma aí, grandão. Pô, não vai dar bom, né? Nem preciso ser muito inteligente aqui. Não vamos conseguir bater os 4.000. Primeiro que todo mundo já tá indo de caixa, né? Caramba, velho. Os bichos estão me macetando aqui.
Stay cool. Face your gift.
3.000 pontos só. Chorado.
Let my name echo in song.
Não bateu mais uma meta.
Everybody stand back. Let's light it up.
3.500. Duro, hein? Acho que a gente tem que bater 4.000. A gente tem que bater 4.000. Senão não pego o bônus, né? Você acha que eu vou jogar? Não vou, claro que não, né? Vamos pegar um guerreiro aqui, né? Tá bom. Aqui eu coletei. Aqui eu coletei. Aqui eu coletei. Aqui eu coletei. E aqui eu coletei. Falta uma insígnia. E tá da história final, não é? É da história final. Bora terminar. Acho que esse aqui vai ser curto. Vamos falar com ele.
Hey, Thelxie, we're here.
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Framine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut d'Estray.
Wait, Lescaut d'Estray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right? Lescaut d'Estray? Zuria d'Estray? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
Parece que precisamos ir falar com a Madame
I'm
Zuria.
sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Que calor é esse? Coroa milagrosa. Vamos falar com a madame. Cadê ela? Opa.
Adventure time.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destre's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
Quem é o paciente? A porta abre depois de um breve silêncio. O homem sai e
This is the
olha.
residence of Zuria Destri, and I am Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends, by any chance?
Você informa o médico sobre o que aconteceu nos últimos dias.
So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
Então, como Zuria está agora?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalakan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Yes, this is it.
Vamos precisar terminar a aventura e o livro ilustrado?
That's right. If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
Vamos tentar, vamos tentar.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Para o reino das sereias. Novamente, vamos entrar lá. Ah, eu tô aqui, né? Ué. Eu tô aqui pelo desafio. Vai ter que lutar com mais alguém. O certo. É porque eu tô sem ninguém aqui, né? Pra matar esses bichos, eu queria o Zhongli, né? Mas não tenho ele. O Arcote de Lewe. Eu acho que minha amiguinha ali tá com o item errado. Tem que
This is
ver.
the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right, everyone?
Sim, com certeza.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Calma aí, calma aí, calma aí. Não me ataque. E a amiguinha aqui tá com... Não vou poder tocar o livro dela. Ferrou, toma então.
Brave adventure. Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown.
Ah, que abalo, velho. Lucou a menos, né?
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
Tô batendo as pernas.
You must be going all out.
0 de dano. Tô com a menos, né? Tô com 4. Apesar de ter 5 ali.
Make yourself a move. Roll, roll, drop. Right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, Your Highness.
Now you shall perish. Shine down. Everybody stand up.
Grow, grow, grow. Share my knowledge.
It's nothing.
Cara. Dá muito pouco dano, velho, quando ela tá fraca. Ela tá com a arma boa, não? Morreu? Quem tá com a arma dela é o Novilete.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful! How wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and... Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
É que o Theo está falando.
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Next se aproxime e leva seu capacete de mergulho colocando ele na sua cabeça. Ele tá falando o quê? Ainda não consigo entender o que ele tá falando. Então é isso que o Theo está dizendo.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
Espere, o que é isso?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Ué, eu também agora tô vendo a criança. Que era um passarinho agora.
Thank you, Mammon. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Mammon. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Mammon.
E assim ele disse adeus. Gostei da foto, hein? Não deu pra tirar o print screen. Parece que o negócio habilitado. E assim a gente vai terminar ou a gente vai contar ainda 3 dias depois no acampamento do Flamenet?
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine! Why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it!
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her.
Que a gente vai contar ele?
She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of
Mas
her
a gente
fantasy?
viu também.
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
Então, talvez o mundo da fantasia não seja só uma fantasia.
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened. You saw it too, didn't you?
But that can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
E assim a gente acaba, né? E assim a gente acaba. A gente ganhou o livro ilustrado. E ganhamos o bichinho também, né? Já pegamos ele já, ó. O indivíduo. Acabou 100%. Algumas coisas, né? A musiquinha.
Adventure Team, assemble!
Aqui acabou. Deixa eu dar uma olhada pra ver onde tá esse monstrinho. Será que é pra botar lá no bully ou ele tá aqui? Ah, ele é pra botar no bully, cara. O bichinho lá é pra botar no bully. Nunca mais eu entrei aqui, velho. Nossa. Vou botar no bully. Cara, eu fiz só uma casinha só pra farmar os pontos. É aqui, eu acho que ele tá aqui, né? Deixa eu ver. Relevo não. Paisagem. Ó, aqui tem... Ah, tô com limite. Olha ele aqui, ó. Tem até o outro. Pô, vou ter que cortar algumas árvores. Eu não tenho como botar nada aqui. Será que lá dentro da casa eu consigo botar? Não tem nem nada aqui. Ah, mas a gente pode ir pra lá pra cima, né? Vou botar na outra nova ali em cima, ó. Eu não entendo esse negócio de limite, velho. Eles deviam tirar. Eles deviam muito tirar esse limite, cara.
Adventure Time!
Não faz muito sentido, velho. Ali não tem nada na região, ó. Só tem uma casinha, 2 casinhas só. Tá no limite máximo.
Adventure Time!
Aqui em cima eu construí alguma coisa, nem me lembro. Acho que não. Tem o TP ali, ó. Ah, eu construí coisinha só pra os animais ficar, né? Diz que tem espaço aqui pra vocês, né? Tá, tem um aqui, vou botar aqui. Bota aí. Vou pegar ele também, vou botar aqui. E você também. Pronto. Salvar. Deixa eu ver esses 3 aqui. Até o lugar onde eu fico botando. Ó, tem um urso aqui, tem um leão. Não, leão não, né? Tem esse carinha. Eita, gato. Tadinho do gato. Isso aqui é pra missão da Clear, né? E aqui foi a missão que a gente terminou agora.
Deixa o like e inscreva-se para ajudar
Mas
o
eu
canal.
acho que é isso, né? Acredito que seja. Queria ficar por aqui, velho. Obrigado mesmo, a gente terminou o evento, né? Nos vemos à noite, né? Pra continuar nossa saga lá.
Adventure Team,
Fiquem bem. Até logo. Se você gostou, deixa o like, se inscreve, vai ajudar muito. Até logo e fui.